Put that down. Hello, everybody. He loves that. That's his favorite thing.
I do.
We just got back from vacation. So we like to really, I guess what you would say is like study where we're going before we go, kind of make a map in our heads, or even like save things on our phones of where we want to visit, what we want to do, things that we see.
On a budget.
Yeah, on a budget. Yeah, for sure, because we don't want to spend a whole lot of money, and we never do. So I usually start several months in advance trying to find the resort, because we like to stay at all inclusive. So this is going to be more of like a, I don't know if you want to call it informational, what we've learned type of video. So, but I usually start several months when we know we're going to go ahead and bite the bullet and do a vacation. We usually, I usually get on and start searching right away for the best deals that I can find. And I usually try to get it like the time of year and all that good stuff, because most everybody, of course, tries to take vacations during the summer and all that jazz. We research. So we just got back. We stayed Sunday through Friday in Mexico, in Cozumel. We really love the island of Cozumel for multiple reasons. One, it's one big island that you can basically just drive in one big circle. You cannot get lost. There's no way you can get lost in Cozumel driving. So don't ever be afraid to rent a car or a scooter, because you can literally just go in one big circle. Mm-hmm. We also like Cozumel because of the ability that we are right there by the Mesoamerican Reef, which is the second largest barrier reef in the world. And it is perfect. I mean, perfect for snorkeling, diving, all the things. And I've never been one that like loves to be in the water with the animals. But the last few times we've gone to Cozumel, I've gotten more and more like in the water and able to snorkel and do those things. He dives. So he loves to, why you say it like,
for the most part.
He dives for the most part. I don't dive. I'm not going to do that. But back to like this time, we stayed at the Occidental in Cozumel. It's an all-inclusive flight and everything included with taxes. This is not per person. This is total amount spent was only about, I think, $1,700. So for a week, all-inclusive, we wouldn't have had to spend a dime or do anything. That's everything that we would have needed. We had food. If you drink, that includes all of your drinks. It also includes, like our mini fridge was refilled every single day with tons of water and pops and beers that we don't drink, but it was all there and free. They also have free snorkeling, free paddleboarding, kayaking. They have a kids club, so like if you want to maybe go snorkeling and not have your kids because they're smaller out there, you can actually put them in a club and they get tons of fun things to do there. I also know that Occidental has the sister company right next door. So we looked for the beach, because in Cozumel there's a lot of rocky spots because of the coral. So we looked for beach, and Allegro and Occidental are kind of side by side, and they have a white sandy beach and an area where you can actually walk out before you get into the coral and things like that to snorkel. So it's very family friendly. Both of them are. Allegro, I think, is a lot more. They've got a water park and things like that if you have kids. And it is a little bit cheaper for some reason than the Occidental. Anyways, our stay there this whole week, I think we got there Sunday afternoon, and we actually got to snorkel and see several stingrays and things like that our very first day.
Yeah.
Some cool fish and things like that.
Lots of wildlife.
Lots of wildlife, yeah. Then the second day was our first full day there. I don't remember what we did Monday. Did we go into town? Monday, I think we just laid at the beach.
I think we just stayed there, yeah.
So I think I just stayed at the beach. Andy and I snorkeled a little bit. And then I knew I kind of wanted to rent a car, and I knew Andy did too. We had done a Jeep tour the last time, and we didn't get to stop on the Jeep tour. I think a Jeep tour, by far, if you've never
The Jeep tour is cool.
Yeah, if you've never been and you want to kind of sightsee without not knowing where you're going,
it's worth it.
It's worth it to take the Jeep tour so that you learn and kind of do that. But since we'd already kind of seen where we wanted to, we didn't ever get to stop where we wanted to. We had other people with us, and it was like a tour anyways, where you stopped at different spots. So this time we knew kind of what we wanted to see. And so we wanted to rent a car. So we were laying on the beach and I was too lazy to go up front. And I told Andy, I said, go find out how much they're going to charge us to rent a vehicle. Because I had already looked and I knew that there was a couple places in town as long as we got there that we could rent a car. So Andy went up to the top and came back because the Occidental is actually in a jungle. Like it's carved out into the jungle. So there's mangroves and there's wildlife and all kinds. So there's a lot of walking. Yeah. So he went up and he came back and he let me know that he got us a free car rental.
24 hours.
24 hours, free car rental. All we had to do was put more gas in it, whatever. And he got money to spend on diving. And I was like, what's the catch? Small little catch. 1 Mexican minute and 2.5 hours later the next morning. It was seriously not that bad. I kind of recommend this as well if you want to get free things. It was 90 minutes of our time. It turned into 2.5 hours.
It's annoying.
But it was breakfast. It was just their spiel on timeshare and how to be a part of the Occidental family. If that's something that you want to do.
But the free stuff was legit.
Yeah, if that's something that you want to do and you kind of want to know more about timeshares.
You can get whatever you want.
Yeah, you don't have to use.
And it didn't have to be a free car rental. Mm-hmm. So if you really, both people enjoy diving,
yeah,
a lot of that could all went towards diving in different places.
You get like $2,000
snorkeling.
Dollars is what you get to spend. So whatever you kind of want to spend that on, they have a concierge there. Her name's Brenda. She's fantastic.
Yeah, get with Brenda.
Get with Brenda. She will set up all the things that you want to do. So whatever it is that you decide that you want to do, she will get it into. She'll put a plan into action and get it all done for you.
She does.
But so even though it was going to cost us a little bit of our time, it was okay because it was early in the morning, so about 8:30. And honestly, it's kind of too chilly to swim and do things at 8:30 in the morning anyways, so it really wasn't horrible. We were able to say no, walk away. Of course, we're not the proud owners of a timeshare, thank the Lord. But we walked away with free car rentals. So the next day, no, it really was. Honestly, if you're looking for a timeshare,
we just don't have
the
means to do
the spiel. We have the means, we just don't really want to.
I don't know what it means.
Anyways, so the next day we took the car. We went and got the car rental. It was right down literally a block from where we were staying. Mm-hmm. They were easy to work with. They gave us, I was kind of concerned, which you'll see in some of the videos that we recorded while we were there, of what the car was going to look like. And it was a 4-door sedan.
It could have been anything from a scooter to a 4-wheeler.
Who knows? It could have been something. All I really wanted was the car to lock so that I could leave some things in the car.
I just wanted to fit.
Locked. Yeah, and he wanted to fit. Both things happened. So we kind of drove around town. We got to explore Cozumel the way we wanted to, eat where we wanted to. We highly recommend. Don Chili's.
Yeah, Don Chili's.
And it is right down the road.
It is right down the road. Yeah.
Occidental as well. Great food, great atmosphere.
Cheap.
It was like $14 for the two of us to have
3
drinks and 2 sopas that were too much to eat, and I got a medium. There was only medium and large, and we both got mediums.
It's like the size of a small pizza.
Yeah, small to medium pizza. Honestly, It was a lot of food.
Very fresh, very good.
And then we just went into town and kind of shopped and decided what we were gonna do.
We went through some downtown areas that.
That's
like local downtown areas. But
yeah, we wanted to.
And never once was it scary or there wasn't nothing like that. And the driving is pretty much American rules. Well, it's pretty much no rules, I guess, but no laws. But
kilometers.
I have heard of people getting ticketed for like no seatbelts and stuff like that.
But out of all of Mexico, Cozumel is one of the lowest crime rates. So that's helpful too if you decide that you want to do little things in town. But we've done it a couple of times where we've walked around town and it's never been an issue at all.
No.
Never felt unsafe or anything. So we decided to, while we were there, Andy wanted to get a tattoo. He has wanted, since we went the first time to Mexico, 5-6 years ago now, that he wanted a tattoo. And so we actually went into town. I will recommend, and he will too, that you wait until the day before.
Yeah, you don't want to swim.
No.
And stuff like that. They'll tell you that too. Yeah. Being in the sun, it's not good for the tattoo.
Well, I guess depending on the place that you go. But you pick Sailor's Ink. We found these tattoo parlors, we went into a couple of them, and they are, clean. Cleaner than some of the ones we've seen in the States, yes. Very nice and easy to work with. And so he scheduled his tattoo appointment that day as well. We decided also later on that day to go across the island to the other side and eat at Coconuts, which is going to be a bar and grill off of like a cliff overlooking the ocean on the other side, which is more choppy waters, more waves, more of the what you would think an ocean would be like.
Yeah, it's very rough.
It's very touristy. So that was the one touristy thing that I think we can say we did was go to Coconuts. It was good food. We had conch and we had shrimp. We had ceviche because I've been craving ceviche, but it was an experience. We can say we've been to Coconuts.
Yeah, I'll probably never go again.
Only because it's on the other side of the island. It takes a hot minute to get over there.
Yeah, it's just it's a bar and grill.
It's good.
It's not super family friendly.
No,
they're nice and stuff, but it's
so there's a reason it's called Coconuts. We'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
If you want to go and take your family, I think before 5 p.m.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
You'd be great. After 5 p.m., maybe leave the kids with grandma. Anyways, we spent most of the time back at the hotel or resort. We never really ate there. I will say, out of everything, it wasn't my favorite food. And for me to say that I didn't like something, and I can't even say I didn't like it. I think it was so repetitive. That was the only thing. It was always the same thing kind of on the menu. Or the buffet. It was a buffet, all you can eat, which you can't complain.
I can honestly say I kind of didn't like it.
I didn't love it.
Well.
So we ate out more than we ate there, which probably in the long run wasn't worth it money-wise for us. Of course, everything we ate was $14 or less, or, $6 here or there, or street tacos are $1. But when you pay for an all-inclusive, you kind of want to be able to enjoy the amenities that you're paying for.
But as you see in the video, though, the room is nice. They're clean.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so clean. People are so friendly.
The resort's nice. The gym's nice. All the stuff was nice and clean.
It was very nice.
Would we stay at the Occidental again? Pools were nice.
Probably. I would probably choose another one just to try it out because we're foodies.
We've done a couple of them, and I don't...
Yeah.
Well, it was not bad.
No.
Not bad.
But we did go into town and spend some time shopping. The videos really didn't do it justice because I really was trying to capture what they do all day long. But we kind of probably got there at a bad time of day where they were winding down and not being so in your face. Everything is 1 Mexican minute. Come into my shop. You need to see my shop. But, through the several times that we've been to Mexico now, we kind of learned what to bring back and what to avoid. Like, will you come back to the States and wear your Mexican sombrero? Probably not. So we didn't buy a Mexican sombrero. We didn't buy a lot of the things that I think when you're there, you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe I should get that.
Yeah.
But I think for us, we did... our souvenirs were more, he got his tattoo that he's wanted, and I finally got my nose ring that I wanted. So, those were our souvenirs. But we did ask our kids what they wanted, and Dad...
And also, there's a quick tip.
Yeah, sorry.
For taxis, hotel, not necessarily hotel, I guess, but taxis, anything in town, anything that anybody helps you with, everything is tips.
Yeah.
Everything is tips.
Even if they're not selling things, they're going to ask for money.
Sometimes you might think it's probably not worth tipping, but I don't know. I never had a problem with tipping anybody.
No.
So what I would say is that the moral of all this is bring plenty of dollar bills.
Yeah.
We didn't this time again. We always forget to do it, and then we think, oh, geez, I guess a 20, and then they get kind of greedy, and then it's like, oh, all I can give you back is a 5, and bring plenty of dollar bills. I think if we brought $50 worth of dollar bills,
we'd have been set.
We'd have been set for the whole week.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, definitely plan on that with your budget.
Tip. I mean, it's just one of those things.
Taxi drivers, tip them a couple bucks. I mean, they never ask for anything, really. It's just, it's worth it, though, I think.
They're hard
workers. I think it's worth it. Yeah.
But some of the things that I think are good souvenirs. So maybe, you don't know what to buy, or you get there and you're overwhelmed. For one, shop around, because every single shop, not every single, almost every single shop has the exact same thing. So you could walk into one shop and they want to charge you $45. There's been a time where we've walked into one shop and they wanted to charge us, was it 120?
That shirt?
Yeah. I think
it was 120, and I think I ended up getting it for 15.
No, we got it for 20.
20?
So it started out at $120. This has been a couple years back, and there was no way I was paying $120 for a shirt that I could buy on Amazon. So we just, no, you know.
And being aware of your times that you go.
Yeah.
Port times are always
busier.
Late morning into late afternoon till 5.
Yeah, I'd say till 5.
So during port times, it's always very busy in downtown. Obviously, they can get away with charging things because people will pay for it. But if you start shopping around after 5 or in the morning or on a day like during the week where there's not maybe only 1 or 2 boats porting, you'll see that the price is generally lower. And it's
and the more you say no and try to walk away, they'll either ask you what you want to pay or they'll
and it's a lot less aggressive.
Less. It is.
We notice you're not getting asked 100 million times, to stop in or what you're looking for. If you want a Cuban cigar, or if you want tequila, it's a lot better when it's not busy.
Yeah.
But if you're someone like me who likes to people watch, when it's busy, it's kind of fun to watch people though too. So pick your poison, I guess.
We've gone for both.
Yes.
We did find several restaurants right there. Machete's is one of our favorites that we go to every time.
Machete's is very good.
It's on the corner.
There's some pictures of that too.
Square. Yeah, we've got a picture of it, and we can put a map up and things like that too. But Machete's is excellent. They have one big taco tray. If you've got 2 or more people, that is by far.
It's probably supposed to be for like 4 people.
Probably, but we make do with 2.
Yep.
But it has pork, chicken, steak, and El Pastor tacos with fresh homemade guacamole, beans, all the things.
Cheese sauce. I
am going to tell you, there's not one thing on that tray that I do not love with all of my heart.
Very good.
It is so good. Everything on it is delicious. And the family that run it, they're really good, sweet people.
Yeah.
Tip them as well. But we shopped around, of course, and the things that I always get is my dad coffee. This time I found him this one.
Oh, you did get coffee.
I did.
You did get it.
I did. But I got Daddy some coffee. He loves when I bring him back coffee from wherever we go.
That smells good.
Yeah, it smells really good. That one was a dark roast, so I grabbed him that. Mexico's actually known for coffee, vanilla, chocolate, and of course their embroidery and their things like that. Chandler, one of our sons, wanted chocolate. We walked into a chocolate shop. They have chocolate tastings, I guess, in some of the places, and this one had it.
It's like samples.
Yeah, but there's actually like a chocolate tour and a tequila tour and all the tours. But the chocolate, you can take a tour and try, and we did the last time we went, how they actually make cacao, is how they say it, cacao.
Okay.
But this one was cactus. It was really good, and he wanted I don't know what this is, but it stirs the chocolate. Like
chocolate
it's the actual chocolate stir. Me and my friend, we really truly wanted Mexican vanilla, pure vanilla. You're gonna see this. You're gonna see this variation of it. I cannot promise you.
There's bazillions of vanillas. You're probably not getting the very true Mexican vanilla.
It's gonna be hard to find because even they can't afford.
No, you'd have to go inland, probably somewhere in a city and get it. But this is still better than.
It's good. It's really good.
Vanilla you buy at Walmart, per se.
Our daughter-in-law wanted just something made of pottery, you guys. So there's a tattoo / pharmacy / I don't know, called Boney's.
Boney's, yes.
Yeah, and it's right off the main pier, and it's down. Yeah,
that wasn't the main one.
Oh, not the main. I'm so sorry.
That's the other one.
That's
down there.
Porta Maya. It was up.
That
Yeah.
one.
So it's off that pier, and you go down maybe a block. Right there by, it's not Senior Frogs, but it's on the corner of where it's very touristy, and you walk straight down. Anyways, I can show you pictures. There's a lady back off in an alleyway, and she was the sweetest, kindest, well-spoken English. Had us in there forever because I became her best friend,
in there forever.
and she became mine, and she just helped me so much. But she gave me great deals. No, she was trying to get you to just leave so she could get me to shop. But this is beautiful. You're going to see a lot of this, or this is the clay, and they also have a lot of mahogany wood. She paired me up and matched me up a spoon for her, and of course, since she was doing such a fantastic job, I went ahead and bought one for me too. they're resting spoons. But I mean, and it doesn't weigh a lot, so it won't be bad for your luggage.
Remember that though, when you pack, 50 pounds for your luggage. So
Take
know
backpacks
that,
and,
give yourself some weight if you want to bring back souvenirs.
yeah.
Because it's.
We always take our suitcase so that we can have more items, and then a personal item like a backpack so that we can kind of put things in it. Oh, my other one's on my other bag. I got a Frida. But these are embroidered. Like, these are the girls' initials. So we got our granddaughters their names, or their initials for their names. And it's all embroidered. I'm going to say hand embroidered, but maybe. Either way, really fun, cute. And then some little bracelets too. Leather. That's a good one.
Lots of leather stores.
Lots of leather stores.
Leather stores are in abundance.
They are. And you know, the quality's pretty good.
I mean, it seems to be, I guess. I'm not a leather connoisseur, but.
So our son wanted something leather, and we found him this. I just love the smell. Like, it definitely smells like real leather.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smells
So
like leather.
we walked into a few leather stores, right? And the first leather store, I wanted, like, I was price checking, and I picked out a wallet. It was maybe this big, and a little pouch purse, maybe about this big. And I asked the guy how much for both, and it was like $160. And I was like, I mean, I'm sure it's worth it, but... So I walked on down anyways and found a leather store, and the guy gave me, I mean, a pretty good deal.
Which is in the same area as your lady.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's really close. And I walked in. He was so polite, so nice, introduced himself, said that he was the leather man and to always remember him. And so he gave me a great deal on my son's wallet, and such a great deal that I decided I needed a beautiful purse, right? Ladies know how much these purses go for. I got this purse for under $40. Under $40, okay? So, the next day, when we had did we have the car? Yes, we had the car the next day. I went back to my leather guy. He remembered me. He was so sweet. Yeah, he parked illegally just for me to run into him for my leather guy.
Yeah.
And I was able to score another one. I know it looks the same, but it's not. It's brown. We know that there's something different. And my own wallet. And I think, I'm not even going to say I think. And it came with a strap for my wallet. Watch out as well. The tooling and everything is really, really good. It's got a place for your cell phone, all the things. So I think both purses, both wallets, all leather so my first shop that I went into for the two little things was $160, right? All of these things were under $100 for all the things. So I think I did a pretty good deal. Mm-hmm. Sorry to say. Really, there wasn't much else. We did find this. This was my other favorite thing. I did buy something else for myself. Andy, you didn't really buy too much, did you? It was more me shopping.
That too, I guess.
Oh, yeah. And then look how cute this painted hat is that I got. Isn't it adorable? Like, who doesn't need a painted hat in their life, right? So, all in all, I think we came away with great...
You didn't do the flower.
Oh, you can talk about my flower.
So, in the port area where all this shopping's going on and the chaos,
they have
be
churros.
aware... Oh yeah, there's food trucks there too. One of our favorites was the churro guy.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I got Marquesitas.
And yeah, well, I'll talk about it next. Yeah,
okay,
the whole eating and drinking. We'll talk about that in a second. So there's also children involved. So when I say that, I mean little girls, and they're not little boys. They're little girls, of course. They run around, and you'll just be shopping, and they'll tap you on the elbow or the leg,
and they'll just throw it in your hand.
And they'll say, "Here, I made this for you."
And you're already holding it.
And they make like little crickets. I mean, it's neat.
They're out of banana leaves.
And you say, "Oh no, I don't have any money. Sorry." He says, "No, just take it." So you take it, and then they just stare at you.
And you feel horrible.
So then you grab out $1 and you give them $1 and then probably 10 more minutes later, the girl's sister comes and does the same thing. And
I think I have 3 roses. You have a hummingbird, a cricket, and somehow we have a cross.
I found that on the beach.
Okay.
I stole that.
But I do have 3 roses from 3 different girls.
It was literally on the beach.
But either way, everybody's trying
and
to...
I don't think you're supposed to take that back either, but she did. So
it's not good.
For authority folks.
Hey, Hey, the TSA did not get me this time. Either way.
So that area doesn't know that it is.
I bought more vanilla.
It's pretty aggressive sales. It does get annoying. But I mean, you don't have
It can.
It can. Just ignore and just keep on walking. Go in the stores that you want to go into.
So for Andy's personality, I think 1 to 2 days at the shop areas.
I'm polite for 1 to 2 days.
Well, I was just going to say that's enough for you. Like me going back that third day was probably not the smartest thing.
The last day, I don't even want to talk to people. I don't want to look at people. And I don't answer. I thought that I'm not nice. I just ignore.
He's quiet.
Instead of saying no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, I just keep on walking. Which, so, I mean, it's not that big of a deal either.
No.
So, with that being said, scuba diving. All the places, all the resorts have dive shops. I mean, they're professional. They check your credentials, make sure you're certified, this and that. They take you out, just like you see on videos or anything else. I didn't do that, and I probably, I wish I did. Not saying that the guys that I went with were bad. I think they just maybe took it for granted that we all kind of knew what we was doing because they've been doing it forever, and well, maybe the other people did, but I didn't. So be aware of that, and just ask questions. I guess is probably the main thing. Where I didn't.
Yeah.
I just jumped in a boat. I didn't even know their names, and like, yeah, let's go.
You did.
And then the next thing I knew, I was drift diving. And I wasn't planning on that, and it just ended up being kind of there was a lot of communication.
Chaotic.
It was pretty chaotic, yes.
Now, I would look up, so what I do when I look up anything that we're going to use, if it's car rental, if it's scuba, if it's snorkeling even, I look up reviews, I look up testimonials, I look it up until I can't look it up anymore. And that's what I go based on. I will tell you, the car rental place that we used, I would probably use them again. I don't know how cheap they were compared to the other place that I did find in town, but I was able to tell a couple people while we were there, like we'd bump into people and we'd get talking, and we were able to help a couple of people just based on the knowledge, because I am a huge nerd and I will study and research and all the things.
You are.
And so,
you did.
and so we were able to help a couple of people, and they actually said that what I had found was the better price and cheaper, and they went and they were able to rent a car and do the things too. So do your research, review, just to be on the safe side. We did go to there's on the whole one side of the island, there's playas, so you can pick almost any one of those. We did Palanacar Beach, and so we rented a table, chair, loungers, umbrella from the sun for like $12, and you only had to spend $10 a person to really get in for free, and it's easy to do. We got a massage on the beach for $35, couple massage, $35.
Pretty nice.
Pretty crazy. And we both walked away with the same experience, that A, we thought it took longer than the 30 minutes that they said they were giving us, and B, it was the most relaxing massage we've ever had.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. So you can get away with things, I mean, ridiculously cheap if you're going on a budget. I know that we did not spend, I know it looks like, but we did not spend hardly anything, because you can walk away with telling people no, you can tell them no, you can keep going. You can just, if you're spending a few days there for sure, learn the types or the times that the cruise ships come in.
Learn the times, and don't buy everything in the first store you see.
No.
Because you're going to
first day.
You'll be sadly disappointed, because you're going to walk half an hour later, you're going to walk to their store and something's going to be $15 cheaper that you just bought it for. So
literally $5.
Walk around, get the prices first, and then remember, maybe write it on paper where I want to buy this at.
And it also helps to, if you walk around first, to decide, what do I want? What am I looking for? Yeah. What speaks to me? To know, okay, I seen it there, or I seen it over here better, or whatever the case is. And then like we did, I think we didn't buy too much the first day, but the second day when we went back into town, we were able to hit the spots that we wanted to hit, because we thought, okay, I also had 24 hours to think, do I really want it? Am I going to wear a sombrero when I get back home? No. Did I want a sombrero? No, but I'm just making that a point. Like, it wasn't something spur of the moment or whatever. And we really did walk away with really great deals. So I'm proud of myself because I can shop.
And there's some cultural things that you can do there too as well. It's not just shopping and surfing and swimming and diving. It's like we went to the sounds weird, but the cemetery.
Yeah.
Super cool. And it's for people to look at.
Yeah.
There was a guy there. Here we go with a tipping story. Some dude was sitting there, didn't know a lick of English. I think he might have been a little drunk. Showing us different graves. He's like, come over here, look at his. And I think he was just showing us that it was really old.
He was
like
showing us like there was 18.
Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. Well, he did it. He kind of wanted a tip. So he gave a tip. As soon as he gave a tip, he was gone though.
Yeah.
So that was not, I should have did it way beforehand.
Should have.
But, so there's stuff to do like that. There's the bee sanctuary. I've heard there's humane societies there. That's pretty neat, I guess. There's a lot of things to do. Get out of the tourist area.
Yeah.
And go over to the other part. That's where you start seeing the marketplace there for all the veggies, the seafood, the fish, and
you can get a fish or the veggies or whatever and take it to one of the restaurants.
Which I'm still salty about
for you.
Because we missed it by like 2 hours. We went there and it was closing up, and that's one of the main things I wanted to do was take out my
it was one of the
red
first
snapper and then
places
take
that
it over.
we went to. It just took us a hot minute to get our car because it was the very first place that we plugged in to go to.
It was still like an hour or two late.
Yeah. So I guess if you're going to do that, taxi right in because.
But we saw the remnants of it. It looked really cool, like all the fruit and the veggies that was set up, and
there was a lot of
neat.
Shops over in that area that I think are so. It's really not off the beaten path. It's probably 4 or 5 blocks back from the main square area, but you're still far enough back that those shops don't get shopped, and those are some of the best places to go in and talk to people.
So, as far as the other places that we've been, as far as price range goes, 1 out of 5 stars, I'd give it a 5 on price.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can beat it, even in the States. I really don't.
No.
Like we live by Branson. If we spend a weekend in Branson,
we're gonna spend
we're not going to spend that much, but for what we get out of it, I mean, you get way more bang for your buck. We spend a couple extra $100, but we're getting way more bang for our bucks by doing that. Things to do, 5. I mean, even there's plenty of things to do. Sky's the limit. Family friendly, 5.
And there's tons of free things to do.
No, lots.
Yeah.
You don't spend a dime.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally go there. Like she said, if you went to just stay at the resort, you really don't need to spend a dime and be perfectly content for a week.
You get all the food, drinks, beach, snorkeling.
Yeah.
Snorkeling.
Sit through a 2-hour thing and get you a vehicle and.
Or whatever you
Honestly,
want.
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
And with a vehicle, you can go all.
Well, if you sit through the 2-hour thing, you could do 2 days of vehicle. Honestly.
Yeah, you could.
It was
and you could just
$1,000.
And then you could just drop. You literally just pull off the side of the road if you see a good place to take pictures. Maybe next to the splashing waves or any place, you literally just park there and take your pictures or walk the beach and you can do that. The road is just the perimeter of the island, and there's a few that's in between that cut across. So. Yeah, you could easily not spend a dime.
Very easily.
If you didn't want souvenirs and stuff, you could. It wouldn't cost nothing.
And
so,
in all fairness, like we've been to a couple of places and resorts where like we've needed a Band-Aid. Always pack your Band-Aids. But we've literally been to places where we've needed like because we forgot aloe vera or Band-Aids or whatever the case is, and I mean $20 to $30 later for like 3 Band-Aids and a small bottle of aloe vera. We're like, oh, that's horrible. But at the Occidental, you needed some Neosporin.
They had regular.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most, I mean, it's a little pricey compared to.
Not really.
Walmart or something.
Well,
but.
no. Like I got your Neosporin, that thing, that was only $6. So I mean, in all fairness, it really wasn't that bad. No, not at all. Now, I will tell you, the airport, like any airport, don't wait till you get to the airport to get your drinks and things like that. If you're thirsty. 2 drinks and a bag of Doritos was $10. 2 waters and a bag of Doritos was $10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
But either way, we really aren't spending that much, and it's vacation, and it's a lifetime of memories. Like we have some stories like that we laugh at now, and like so. Anyways, I hope you watch this video. I hope it's informational to you if you've never been.
I'd say if they have I don't know how this all works, but if they had questions or something, they could probably just comment or something.
Yeah, I'll answer any
If they had a
questions.
specific question about where can you find this there or something like that. I'm not saying we're experts, but we've been there a few times now, and I think we've covered the whole island, really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
would say
just
that's
as much
true.
as the local part, as much as the touristy part, really.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're curious, and we'll pretty much eat everything and just
try anything once.
Yeah, we try everything. So mingle, go to grocery stores, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you have any questions or whatever, I guess comment or something.
Yeah, we'll answer them. But anyways, we hope this has been semi-informational. I know it's been long, but it's just fresh on our minds. So we wanted to share our experience in Cozumel. This is our third time to Cozumel, third time. And we've done a few things there. So like he said, we know a little bit now to where when we go, we know what
we're not professional travelers either. There's a whole wide range of folks that's there too that's been there for 4 or 5 weeks or 2 months, which is awesome. I mean, I wish we could. So, but that's a whole nother, I think that's a whole nother budget. That's a whole nother level of stuff there. That's not us. So for our level,
this is middle class.
And how we do things, I mean, if you need to know stuff like for that, we're probably the ones to go to on that. I mean, more power to them folks. I mean, maybe someday we'll get there, I guess. But until then, we're just going to do a week at a time maybe and do that. So,
but anyways, thanks for watching.